Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Miami Hurricanes starting this Saturday, which could be a massive Saturday, with a bang landing four-star safety Zaquan Patterson from Shamadab Madonna Prep, teammates with JoJo Trader, also teammates with Jeremiah Smith, the Ohio State Buckeye commit. But Zaquan Patterson, I want to dig into him and what he brings to this Miami Hurricanes defense. This is one of the harder-hitting physical safeties you see in the 2024 class, that there's even buzz around him moving up to that linebacker position and putting on weight. He has the frame to do so. But I think any way you cut it, the ultimate chess piece for a Miami Hurricanes defense and a massive, massive gain of momentum for the Hurricanes building out this 2024 class. Now, before we get into Zaquan Patterson and talk about maybe David Stone coming a little later, just want to say to the Miami fans, thank you guys so much for all the support. It's been a blast talking this team, what they're going to look like in 2023, covering the recruiting trail, breaking down all these commitments. The support from you guys truly does mean a lot. So if you do enjoy the content and you want to support the boys, consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into Zaquan Patterson. And this is a guy that 69 tackles, 2 interceptions, really, really productive at the high school level. Has also blocked 4 punts. I mean, this is a dude that's a special teams ace. I want to start before we get into the film about talking about what he could do for this Miami Hurricanes defense. And that is, I said it first, like a chess piece. And having a guy like Zaquan Patterson is massive, because when you see where college football is going, especially on the offensive side of the ball, there are a lot of offenses trying to spread defenses out, put a lot of speed on the field. I mean, tight end position, not even being used that much anymore. A lot of teams are just going to 4 wide receiver sets. Having a guy like Zaquan Patterson who can play in the box, provide speed and coverage ability for a defense, but also not really giving up much in terms of stopping the run. I think it's a massive chess piece for this Miami Hurricanes defense. I think he'd be a box safety, a nickel. I think he could even play off-ball linebacker if he puts up the weight. I mean, you take a look at the frame. It's already 6 foot, 190 pounds. If he gets up to 220 pounds, which he has the frame to do so, and you're looking at truly a sideline-to-sideline special linebacker for the Hurricanes. But again, any way you cut it, he's going to be used as a chess piece for this Miami defense. That is a perfect piece for a defense that is trying to match all the speed that they're going to see with still having that ability to stop the run. Now, I'll stop talking about him and just let's dive into the film a little bit. And you see the versatility right off the bat, right? Playing that high safety role, finds the ball, goes up, has the range to go track it down, makes it play. If he can play safety, I think that's where he could be really good at. I'm just saying he could provide a little bit more in terms of the box. Special teams ace, like heat-seeking missile here, firing on, finding the football, making a play. You read the scouting report on Zaquan Patterson, like he's a special teams ace. And that lets you play early as a freshman, as a sophomore for a Power 5 defense or Power 5 team. Now you see him, and this is kind of what I mean. Like, he can play that nickel role. He can be in the box, but he doesn't. I mean, although he's not the size of a linebacker, he has that physicality to play that linebacker role, firing down, breaking up a pass. He can do so many different things for a defense. Again, fighting through blocks here, going to make a play in space. Like, having a guy that can provide support in the run game, but also be really, really good in coverage is massive. And I think that's exactly what Zaquan Patterson brings to the table. Again, working through a block, finding the football. Nickel roll coverage ability, man coverage, tracking the guy, ball skills. I don't know if he catches that ball because they cut the clip, but anyways, you see the ball skills there. Go out, make a play in space as kind of a box safety. At the end of the day here, and we'll get to this Miami class in 2024, at the end of the day, my opinion on Zaquan Patterson is he can play that nickel role. He can play high safety. He can play as a linebacker. And having that versatility, a guy that's going to allow you to stop the run, but also have a lot of speed on the field, is starting to become one of the most important positions in college football. And I think Zaquan Patterson is a perfect body to kind of do that. Taking a look at this class is starting to come together, and we kind of said all summer, just be patient. And especially with the Miami Hurricanes situation, I think there's a lot of guys like Ellis Robinson has been on record saying, yeah, I'm committed to Georgia, but I'm keeping tabs on what Miami does in 2023. I think Miami's play on the field in 2023 has a massive impact on what this 2024 class could look like. These guys have taken visits to Miami, whether they're committed to other schools or not, whether they're uncommitted or committed. They want to come to Miami. They just want to make sure this program is kind of going in the right direction. And Mario Cristobal and this team can put a special season together, or just a solid season together, in 2023, which I certainly think they could, I think you're going to see this recruiting class absolutely explode. But you're getting some real playmakers in this class, right? Josiah Trader, Kevin Riley, Artavius Jones, Marquise Lightfoot, all guys in the top 150. Chance Robinson, although they don't have that like premier blue chipper, although JoJo Trader could certainly be that guy, I think this Miami class is a lot better than a lot of Miami fans think. And it kind of has just a bad stigma because you've lost out on some top guys, right? Colin Simmons, Justin Scott. But when you take a look at it, with 21 commits in the boat, like they still have a lot of blue chip quality players coming in. And I want to just talk a little bit before we close out on David Stone. He's committing tonight. It sounds like it's between Oklahoma and Miami. And Oklahoma was the lean for most people throughout this process. He's obviously from the area, but plays at IMG. David Stone could massively flip the narrative of this Miami class. And this 2024 class, quite frankly, for Miami, the narrative could be flipped in less than 24 hours, right? If you land Zaquan Patterson and then David Stone, like that's when it gets to, hey, this Miami class was pretty solid. Now it's special like it was in the 2023 class. So if David Stone commits, we'll be hopping back on tonight, breaking it down. But whether or not he does or not, Zaquan Patterson, a phenomenal get for Miami. It's going to boost their ranking, and you're feeling really good about what Miami's building. And again, I think this class gets better and better as Miami starts winning some games in 2023. Again, Hurricane fans, can't thank you guys enough for rocking with the boys. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll talk to y'all later, hopefully later tonight.